What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new episode of Assembling Arsenal. And what's that? This episode actually works. Hallelujah! We didn't have a failed recording, so we have all the games, everything that was supposed to be in this episode is actually in it. And we have a massive signing, possibly the biggest signing of the episode. It's a special card, a very cool one, and it's definitely one we needed. But we also have two games, and we just won Division 1 in the previous episode. You obviously missed me opening the pack because the recording had failed with that. But we managed to get the Emirates Stadium in the pack as well. What are the odds of that? Absolutely crazy. But we go into this first game, and we are using Rosicky in Cam instead of Santi Cazorla. That's one of the things about the players we got at the moment. It means like Cazorla, because he can get 7 chem in right mid, I'm having to play him in right mid far too often because Walcott is basically always tired, so that means I don't get to play Santi in the central attacking mid role that I want him in as often as possible. So that's a little bit of a letdown, but obviously nothing you can do about that. But so we had the informed Rosicky. In a way, it does mean that we get more players involved, a bigger range of players. But as you can see, it was 1-0, I think, at half-time. And as we go into the second half, I picked up a penalty here with Lucas Podolski. And the guy knew my technique. He put his goalie's arms up to save it from going above his head. So finally, I've been caught out. I've done it like 4 times in a row in this series. But finally, someone has caught me out with that little technique. And that means that I don't get the easy goal there that I was expecting to get. But no problem at all. I can cut back inside with Lucas Podolski being the incredible player that he is, probably one of the best players on the game in my opinion. He's so overpowered, and I was able to just smash it away and get the goal that I needed there. And then I got so unlucky. His header from the corner was going towards my defender, and instead of properly blocking it, he just stuck his body in front of it and just let it bounce off his body into the back of the net. And then he scored another one, adding insult to injury, and he made it 3-2. I was 3-2 down, a little bit worried, but nothing to fear. Podolski is here. 1 goal there, one of his many. He always seems to score goals. I'm going to check out his games to goals ratio, or maybe look through all the players in the next episode. That could be something little extra we could do. But right on the stroke of the full time, Podolski gets yet another one. Yeah, what a surprise, Podolski scoring goals. Who'd have thought it? And that meant that we managed to make it 4-3, Podolski hat-trick, and absolutely fantastic game there. Coming back from behind twice, I believe, and coming back from behind just the once, but a 2-goal deficit, and we managed to get the win. Win it 1-0, and then we have the big signing of the episode. It's man of the match, Jovino, and I've gone through him in 4-1-2-1-2. That means we'll be able to play him in more positions. We can stick him out on the left and get 7 chem. I think possibly we can stick him in cam and get 7 chem if we're very desperate. Now, you may be asking, this is the little checklist that we go through, but you may be asking, why am I buying this Jovino when there is an informed Jovino? Now, I've explained it before. We have got the checklist where we want to be signing every single player on the game. Now, one of the rules are we can switch a player for a higher version of them. So say I now want the informed forehead. We have to start from the bottom. We have to start with their lowest one. But say I now want the informed forehead. I've got to sell, well, I can sell this one and get the slightly better version of him, and I will still keep the checklist of this one. The checklist is just for when we've bought them. I would also like to have one variation of every player in the team at the end of it too. So we may have, like, instead of having to buy all the informs of Santi Cazorla, we buy his normal, his inform, his second inform, and then his team of the season, and we build our way up like that, and that should save us a lot of time. Otherwise it would take forever. The squad gets to like a ridiculous point like that, and it makes more sense to do it that way and should work out for the better. But this game was ridiculous. 2-0 after 5 minutes already. Podolski, I think, got both of them. Again, no surprise there whatsoever. Podolski banging in goal after goal after goal constantly. And this guy then went straight down the other end after the kickoff, pulled one back, made it 2-1. Karim Benzema getting the goal from there. And then Podolski picks up the ball, just runs away from PK like it's nothing, and gets, you guessed it, he gets a goal, he does. Podolski doesn't really like to get many goals. And that was now 3-1 after 13 minutes, a ridiculous start to the game. It chilled out a bit. Diaby went and got himself sent off like a melon here. I had 2 yellow cards in the space of 5 in-game minutes, and that was his second yellow, and that meant that he was sent off. And almost instantly after that, I stupidly ran out of my goalie, and that just went in. So lucky. I thought that wasn't going to bounce over the line, but he got a little bit cheeky there, and it did bounce over. That meant it was 3-2 as we went in at half-time. We still had the lead that we wanted, but it being down to 10 men, it was going to be a bit squeaky bum time in the second half. But Podolski setting up Rosicky here, who was fantastic in this game. I was moaning about him in the last one, having to use him in cam instead of Cazorla, but he slotted it away perfectly. He did actually miss an open goal, which I didn't include, which happens in a sec, but That is not much of a problem here. He pulls it back to 4-3 with Jesus Navas, but we're not just going to let him come back into it. We may be down to 10 men, but we can score more goals than him. And Shamak here, this just seems funny, just still saying Shamak. Shamak plays it to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who chips it into Dejuru. What's he doing up there? I'll never know. And then Rosicki scores a header just after missing his open goal a few minutes before. And that meant it was 5-3 at full time. We got the big win there. We won both our games. We're keeping up a brilliant record that we've got so far. We might be winning Division 1 for either the third or the fourth time in a row here, which will be absolutely insane. We also picked up the man of the match, Trevino, so a fantastic episode here, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you want to check out the 2 latest uploads to my second channel, you can click on the screen to do so now. Football Manager and Surgeon Simulator, both you can click the annotations on the screen or the links in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.